If you have court in Colorado, you might be able to appear virtually. Or if you have court in person and there is no way you're getting to court on time, let's say there's a snowstorm or your car broke down, it's always better to appear virtually than it is to not show up. So in order to get the virtual link, if it hasn't been sent to you before, if you need to find it, open up Google or DuckDuckGo or another browser and search court Webex, and then the county you're in. This will work for almost every county in Colorado. It won't work for Denver because they use Teams, and it might not work for other municipal courts. But if you're in state court, that's what you want to search. Here, the very top result, virtual courtrooms Douglas, is what we want if we had a court in Douglas. You're going to need to know what division you need to be in. This is going to be the courtroom that you would go in if you were going in person. So if you scroll down, you'll see every single division for the district and also for the county. In this case, if you click on one of them, it's going to give you instructions. Here you can, if you're on a computer and you want to go on your phone, you can open your camera and look at this URL, or if you're on the device that you want to use to join Webex, you can just click Join Meeting. When you do that, it will download or open Webex, depending on if you've used it before. Then type in your name, your email address, and then click Join as a guest. Once you do that, if the courtroom is open, then you'll see everybody. You might be automatically muted. If you are not, mute yourself immediately. Listen, do not talk or announce who you are or say anything immediately, because you're probably going to interrupt court. And that's the first thing that judges will tell you bothers them when virtual court people go online, is they're interrupting court. So what you need to do is listen. If you're late, you might be able to put it in the chat that you're there and ask if your case has been called before. If you're early, just wait for your case to be called, or wait for someone to ask who you are and what case you're on. The clerks are really, really good at making sure if you're on that list, you will be talked to. But make sure that you are muted, that your camera is off until you are actually ready to be heard in court. Speaking of camera, make sure that your background is clean. There's nothing in the background that will be embarrassing, because this is going to be recorded for all of time. And also make sure that you're not doing something on video that you're not allowed to. I've seen numerous people who are in court for a DUI or driving under suspension. They don't have a license, and they are actually in the middle of a car when they're calling in. Don't let that be you. Remember when you're in court to act like you're in court, even if you're someone else.